안녕하세요. 비트의 아버지입니다. 영상 마지막에는 수익률에 도움되실 만한 오토프로 지표 신청받고 있으니 많은 참여 부탁드립니다. 영상에 앞서 라울팔에 대해 짧게 알아보겠습니다. 라울팔은 글로벌 매크로 투자자이자 리얼비전의 공동 창립자로 금융 및 암호화폐 시장에서 영향력 있는 인물입니다. 그는 특히 비트코인과 암호화폐의 장기적인 잠재력에 대해 긍정적인 견해를 가진 대표적인 분석가 중 한 명입니다. 라울팔의 분석은 거시 경제적 관점에서 암호화폐 시장을 바라보는 데 많은 도움이 됩니다. 라울팔의 인터뷰 영상 시작하겠습니다.
So the common refrain I get on X is, oh, look, Raul, he's the banana boy. So people are like, has the banana zone been cancelled? Is Raul a moron? Yes, I am an utter moron, and I will take that all day. However, the banana zone is a multi-phase affair and a multi-month and over a year affair. And those of you who expect number go up all the time are only remembering what the banana zone is at certain periods of time. Your number's not going up because you own a bunch of shit alts and you're like complaining. Okay, I get it. Let's go through this again for you morons out there. The banana zone starts. This is the banana zone in the box. We then have a corrective period. Look at this. Corrective period, corrective period, corrective period, corrective period. Does this look any different than this one? No. And then what happens? Banana zone phase 2. Banana zone phase 2. Banana zone phase 2. Then we have another corrective zone. And you're all going to be throwing your toys out the pram. It's all over. It's just like 2021 again. Blah, 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 blah. And guess what? We will correct and it will go higher again. That's how the banana zone works. And you guys have to learn patience. I know I say this all the time.
잠시 바나나존에 대해 알아보겠습니다. 바나나존은 비트코인 시장에서 가격이 급격하게 상승하는 포물선 구간을 지칭하는 용어입니다. 이 시기에는 가격 차트가 마치 바나나처럼 위로 휘어지는 형태를 보이며 투자자들의 관심과 시장의 변동성이 극대화됩니다. 그러나 바나나존 동안에는 가격 변동이 매우 심하므로 투자자들은 신중한 접근이 필요합니다. 이러한 시장 상황에서는 빠른 가격 상승과 함께 급격한 조정이 발생할 수 있으므로 투자 시 주의가 요구됩니다.
Because this is what happened in 2017. It played out again. There we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 30% corrections. In fact, many of them were almost 40%. I don't remember this. Well, I do remember the one in June, July, because I sold out at about 2,000 in that one. But generally speaking, you don't remember this stuff. Because in the end, the gains compound. So it's really important to zoom out and realize volatility is part of the story. It is how you get the impressive gains. You can't have them without the volatility. Volatility is what keeps leverage in check, keeps the market healthy. So it's very healthy market right now. And we will get massive volatility in the middle and you won't believe it and you think it's going to be topping and every FinTwit moron will be telling you it's topping. It won't be. We've got plenty to play for. Bitcoin, 14-day RSI, double bottom oversold. Okay. Every time that happens, goes up. Sometimes it has this sideways consolidation period, then goes up. Will we have more sideways consolidation? This chart's maybe out of date by a week. For sure. Will it go up? For sure. Are we anywhere near a top? Here's our GMI cycle finder top that we use for exponential age asset management. XPAM, my digital asset fund management business. It's a fund of crypto hedge funds. We use this as one of the key inputs into what we're doing and how we allocate to funds. We're fucking nowhere near. NASDAQ, let's talk about equities. You guys are nervous Nellies. This is like one of the most bearish ever readings in the history of the NASDAQ. Oh my God, Trump and Scott Bessent and tariffs and they're all going to make us die. And you guys, stop. You are all way too bearish. The percentage of stocks trading with an RSI of less than 30 is almost record territory. And guess what? Global M2, because the everything code drives everything, drives NASDAQ too. And you guys trying to sell the NASDAQ here are selling something that is perfectly priced for liquidity. And we've had these liquidity air pockets in the past. Liquidity air pocket is when liquidity is not rising, NASDAQ overshoots, it recorrects, comes back down to trend, and then follows liquidity. Remember, NASDAQ has a 97.5% correlation to global total liquidity, which is the index that we use on a broader basis. 97.5%. Bitcoin has an 89% correlation with global liquidity. Global liquidity, I wrote about this in GMI, but is my preferred measure these days. The game is always moving, my friends. The game has moved to total liquidity in the US and everywhere around the world. Total liquidity includes M2. It includes net liquidity at every single major economy level, net liquidity, plus M2. And M2's largest driver is the dollar. That is what they're now doing, which means that they're pushing the monetary policy onto the balance sheet of the banks themselves. Total global liquidity is the big one. M2, very useful number because it's a large part of it. Okay. NASDAQ and financial conditions way overshot. Financial conditions are going higher with a 6-month lead. NASDAQ undershot. I would not be surprised if it bounces. NASDAQ. So this is the largest observable trend of our lifetimes, is the log regression channel in the NASDAQ. Get over it. We're here to make money, not fucking be a justice warrior. And here we are in the sort of correction phase that we get often in the NASDAQ to drive the type of returns that we get. About 17, 18% a year returns from the NASDAQ, and you get larger returns. Other thing, we just had a massive move in the dollar. Bitcoin versus the dollar. Every time you have a massive move, Bitcoin goes sharply higher. Okay, so I think you're getting the point.
구독자분들을 위해서 10년 경력 개발자 출신 트레이더와 프롬프트 엔지니어가 제작한 알파빗 오토프로 지표 무료 신청을 오픈했습니다. 현재 유료로 팔고 있는 그만큼 가치 있는 지표이지만 구독과 좋아요 눌러주신 분들의 한 해 이벤트로 선착순 10명만 신청제로 받아보려고 합니다. 실제 수익률입니다. 초보자분들부터 경력이 오래된 트레이더 분들까지 굉장히 큰 도움을 받을 수 있는 지표라 도움이 되실 거라고 자부합니다. 또한 실제로 사용해보고 사용 후기까지 적어주시는 분들 5명을 선별해서 알파빗 오토프로 지표 평생 이용권을 드리려고 합니다. 신청 방법은 하단 더보기란과 고정 댓글에 나와 있으니 많은 신청 부탁드립니다. 구독과 좋아요는 영상 제작에 큰 도움이 됩니다. 성투하시기 바랍니다.